of Table
Thank you.
Topics. Thank you, Monica. Hello, everybody. My name is Arobo. In light of our theme today, mental health is health. I've done a bit of search and I realized that the sector of society that has little to no mental health issues are children. Why is this so? One of the reasons I think is because children find a reason to play about everything, over everything. I'll give you an example. I told my 9-year-old to go do the dishes. I come back 10 minutes later. She has a spoon in one hand, a fork in the other hand. She's singing and she's tapping, she's drumming. And I'm saying to myself, can life be any sweeter than just being a child? So, what we're going to do today with our table topics is we are going to play a game. And I mentioned in the email yesterday, I titled my game The Spinning Wheel of Erudification. I'll share my screen. Please let me know if you see my screen. Can anyone see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes.
can.
Okay, so this is what my spinning wheel looks like. So it's a game of this or that and why. I'm going to roll, I'll spin, and then when a question is answered, we'll take it off just so that when we spin again, we don't have that question repeat itself. Who would like to go first in this game today? If you will, please, you can turn on your mic because I cannot see the screen as I'm sharing. Or should I pick someone just to save time?
Just pick someone, girl.
I will pick someone that saves us time. So the first person I'll call today will be Ruby. You ready? Spinning. Internet or cell phone? Ruby, internet or cell phone, and why?
Internet or cell phone? Wow, what is life without internet? I use internet pretty much for a lot of things. Checking recipes, checking YouTube, getting out of a sticky situation through YouTube, playing games, watching videos, watching trailers for new movies, see what's happening in the world, the news. For all these things, I need internet. And I need internet because I want to stay connected with the world. That is how I step into my laptop and out into the world, and also to connect through email. That's how I communicate and send messages. More importantly, I need internet because that's how I can FaceTime and WhatsApp with family. Whoever found, or whichever group of people found internet, are to be credited for this amazing invention of the century. Well, with the cell phone, I rarely look at it because most of the time on my laptop. If I were to choose between internet and cell phone, I have clearly indicated my preference for internet. But it is to be said that a cell phone without an internet connection could be of less use. Ultimately, internet powers the world called Web 3.0. I always like to leave you with some new tidbit. So here it is. YouTube on Google, what is Web 3.0? Because that is the Internet of Things. Madam Table Topics Master.
Thank you so much, Ruby. You answered that so easily and so well. Honestly, I cannot pick. I will have a fit if I don't have my internet, and I'll have a bigger fit if I don't have my phone. So, kudos to you. I'll spin again, and this time around, I'll have Richard take the next question.
Do, 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 do.
Multiple choice questions or essay questions?
Thank you, Madam Table Topics Master. That really is, that's a tough choice. The multiple choice questions or essay questions. I think overall, looking back on that, I think I would go multiple choice questions. And the reason, multiple choice questions, you get 4, 5 chances, and even if you don't know the answer, you can generally take a pot shot at it and kind of reduce your guesses. So like, who wants to be a millionaire? You can't necessarily call a friend, but you can start to eliminate a couple of answers and maybe narrow in on the right answer. Essay questions, having to write all that paragraphs and paragraphs of responses and think things out. I prefer the quick fire multiple choice, and maybe that's just a reflection of kind of the world we live in right now, where everything's instant gratification and multiple choice and yes, no, this or that, tying in. Maybe our mental health would be better if we actually took the time to slow down and write an essay and have a carefully thought through answer. But I think for me, the choice is clear. It'd be a multiple choice response. Back to you, Madam Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Richard. You did so well. I don't know how you guys do it thinking on your feet so quickly. You just said the game of what's it called now? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? That was very, very thoughtful. My next question will go to Stephen. Spinning. Okay, so hike a mountain or swim in the sea? Which do you prefer and why?
Okay, thank you, Madam Table Topics Master. For me, I would say hike a mountain because I'm terrified of the sea. I used to go snorkeling as a kid. I do not know why, as a kid, I was not scared. Now, in the open sea, there's so much unknown. For example, you see a lot of darkness past a certain radius, and that is the unknown I do not want to be in. For hiking, I do hike with my 2 dogs, with my wife and her family, and it's usually pretty fun because we like to be outside, and it is a good time to not languish in the home and stay on the computer just not doing anything or watching a movie. I'd rather be out there and enjoy the fresh air and also the nature. Another reason why hiking is good is because we are in Calgary and there's plenty of opportunities to hike. Maybe I did not have more opportunities in the sea to desensitize and overcome the fear of open water. I am also not a very good swimmer. So for all those reasons, I don't know if my time is up, but I would rather be hiking than swimming. Thank you, Madam Table Topics Master.
Kudos to you, Stephen. That was perfectly done. You gave your points, you said why, you summarized. Couldn't have been done any better. I'm going to spin again, and this time I will call on Marcy to take the next question.
I'm the Table Topics Evaluator, Arobo.
So you cannot take one.
Someone else, please.
Meaning I'll have to spin again. On this one, I am going to call on Guofang.
Oh,
Spinning again.
can you read the question, please? I cannot.
I will definitely read it out to you. So your question is sunrise or sunset?
Okay,
This
I have
or
to
that and why?
camera myself. Oh, sunrise and sunset. I love both actually, because both are beautiful. And sunrise, you kind of feel so fresh and you're full of energy. And I see when I look at the sea, I say, oh, it's a very good start of day. I remember that one morning when I wake up, when I went to the cruise in the morning, open the door of my cell, I can see the whole sea is kind of orange and white. And further down, you can see another layer of the color, so beautiful. But for sunset, or also allow it sunset, I know it's kind of end of day, but the color you kind of model yourself, and you can. It's kind of a romantic feeling when I see the sunset, especially when you have peace, when you sit on the beach, see the sunset. Wow, I don't know what I'm feeling, but I feel really, really peace and beautiful. And I think it's reminding me a lot of a beautiful thing, and appreciate the day we have done, and appreciate all the beautiful thing, all the good thing happened during the day. So I would say I love both. Both sunrise, sunset are my favorite. I cannot say which one is better, but I love both. Back to Toastmaster.
Wolfgang took us on a romantic cruise. That was amazing. I'll take one more, and then the timekeeper can tell me if we have time to do more. Is that okay? All right. So the next one is for Katavi. I'm spinning, so just look out. I love this one.
Oh, that's a tough one. Considering that I do both, it's very hard. But I prefer to shower in the morning. I feel like it gives me a very good start, a refreshing start in the morning, to have a routine, to use cold water to wake up and just feel fresh. I usually, after showering, I usually do my makeup, do my hair, and it just gives you such a new and clean start to the morning. The morning showers.
Thank you, Katavi. Do we have time for any more table topics?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Shelley, do you mind?
No.
All right, I'm spinning for you.
But who's the timer?
Go Fang, are you a timer?
Yes. Yes, I am timer. Yes. Do I need to give a report or later?
No, not right now.
Oh.
She just want to say the signal.
I just want to see.
I got
Yeah,
you.
When you reach the green light's length.
Green light at 1 minute.
Green light at what?
At 2 minutes.
Oh.
So green light at 1, yellow at 1:30, and red at 2.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I did the table topic session, right? So okay.
Okay,
Sure.
great.
Shelley, are you good? Do you want me to spin again, Shirley?
No, I can do this one. That's fine.
Okay.
The question is to think before you talk or talk before you think. But a bigger question is, do you have a choice? Has this got to be something that you were born with, or is this something that you can learn? All my life, I've been a person who has zero filter. In other words, I talk before I think. Those of you who know me know that I am never without an opinion. I hear some kind of topic and right away out it comes, right straight out of my mouth. So I always talk before I think. I'd like to say that in fact, I'm such a fast thinker that I am thinking while I'm talking, which is what you need to do in table topics. The question is, have I ever gotten into trouble because I talk before I think? I think I probably have over the years. People who don't realize I'm joking, people who don't know me, they perhaps think that I'm a little bit offside. Would I like to think more before I talk? Absolutely. My goal in life, whenever I do yoga, whenever I do deep breathing, whenever I try and stay centered in myself, is to be a person who thinks and contemplates and doesn't languish, but rather takes action carefully, slowly, with deliberation, and thinks before she talks. That would be my goal. I may be more of a boring person, but maybe I would be more well thought out. Madam Table Topics Lady Chair.
Thank you so much, Shirley. That, people, was the queen of table topics herself. At this point, I would like to ask if we can take any more. Otherwise, I can hand it back to Monica.
I think we have a time for a short one.
A short one. Okay. Has anybody not spoken today? Monica, do you want to go? I'm speaking for you, Monica.
Okay, yeah, I just asked an opportunity for myself.
Okay. All right. Yes, you did. There you go. So iOS or Android? What would it be for you, Monica?
Thank you, Madam Table Topic Master. Yeah, I would iOS and Android. I used both. And the first one I used is Android, the cell phone, and the computer. I found it is very useful. But recently I switched to iOS. 2 years ago, I bought a new MacBook because I told my husband I've never used the iPhone, the Apple's computer. I want to try. My husband warned me, don't use it. It's very difficult and it's not as good as you think. Then he was right. It took me like 7 months to get used to it. I even don't know how to copy paste. I have to constantly search for the support from the internet. Now I get used to it. Then I got the part-time job from floor. I have to use Windows. Then at the moment I have to use both in the computer. Sometimes I mix it up. Wow, so that means I like the challenge and I also like to get familiar with both systems. I also do find the iOS system is convenient, especially when you have an iPhone and MacBook. They are just automatically connected each other. For example, I took a picture on my phone, automatically go to my computer. It's very convenient. I would say both of them are convenient and useful, and I need to spend time to learn to can have myself have ability to interchanging between both and switching both systems. Thank you. Back to you, Arobo.
Thank you so much, Monica. I couldn't agree with you more. I switched to iOS, give or take 2 years ago, and I'm wondering, where have I been? This brings us to the end of the table topics today. I thank you all for playing with me. There's a common saying where I come from, and it goes like this. I'm going to speak in some sort of vernacular, and then I'll explain what it means. It goes like this. Problem, no dey finish. And that simply means problems never end. So if we keep thinking, pondering, we will always languish in the things that come up. So this month, I urge you all to take some time out, play some games, friends, family, whoever, and just take a chill pill on the issues around you. I'll hand it back to you, Monica.